Every time I send out an email, it's got two purposes. The first purpose is to make a sale. Okay? That's what we're in the business to do, to make sales. All right, so we want to make a sale. The second purpose, though, is to build and strengthen the relationship that we have with our list. That's why sometimes I'll send out emails and I'm not even selling anything. Right? Who gets emails from me where I'm just sometimes providing videos and I'm not doing like a hard close? Well, I do that because I know that every time I send out free content, free valuable content, I am making a deposit in their emotional bank. Okay, I'm making a deposit. I'm giving them some value. And you'll find that if you do that to people, if you give them value consistently, what you're doing is you're training them to be responsive. Every time they get an email from you, they're going to know, okay, this person sends me value. You know, it's funny, like when I get an email from Perry Marshall, who's heard of Perry Marshall before? Okay, Perry Marshall's an internet marketing guru. When I get an email from Perry Marshall, I actually open it. Most of the time I open it. In fact, let me show you this, just so you can get the point. Every time I go into my email inbox, I have a lot of emails. Yeah, you'll notice I have 77,000 unopened emails. Okay, I'm going to get to them one of these days. I ignore most of, this is what I'm telling you guys, I ignore most of the content and the promotional messages coming to me because I'm more focused on being the guy who's promoting rather than always consuming everyone else's promotions. That took me years to really get that lesson, by the way. Many of you, part of the reason why you're struggling to get those first few sales, I'll tell you why. It's because you spend all of your time consuming everyone else's marketing. You go to your email inbox and just like this, in front of us right now, you see 100 promotional emails. Who gets emails from more than 10 different marketing gurus a day? More than 20? More than 30? A few of you? Yeah. Well, I get a lot as well. You can see them all here. And you can also see how few of them I actually open. Okay? So Mark Hoverson, I opened this one this morning. I usually open Mark Hoverson's emails because he's one of the best storytellers in emails out of anyone I've ever seen. Okay, so his emails are great to study. But you'll notice that all these other people, I'm not really opening. Like Frank Kern, I love watching Frank Kern's videos, but his emails never really they're just straight up promotions, which is fine, it works for him, but I know that if I open that email, it's probably just going to be a promotion, okay? But my point is, when you send out value to your list, you're training them to actually open up your emails and to pay attention. One of the most important things in this business is always getting the attention of your audience. And attention is becoming a scarcer and scarcer resource. It really is. 10 years ago, it was much easier to get the attention and the interest of an audience than it is today. And why do you think that is?
Too many people sending information.
These days, people they've got so many different things coming at them non-stop. Who's on Snapchat? Anyone? Okay. You know, people walking around looking at their phones all day, especially with this Pokemon Go thing. It's crazy. I was out for a run the other day in the park and I literally saw hundreds of people all walking around staring at their phones. And I hadn't heard of Pokemon Go at that point. So I thought, what is going on? This is the weirdest sight I've ever seen. But people have so many different things coming at them these days that their attention is becoming more and more dispersed and it's becoming very short term. So here's the big lesson. Never take the attention of your audience for granted. This is the one big mistake that I see so many marketers doing. They think that once they have someone opt into their email list, now they automatically have the right to those people, to their attention. They think, oh, they opted into my list, they must be interested in my message. So therefore, I can send them mundane, boring messages or just straight up promotional messages, and they're going to actually pay attention, and they won't.